just got a large scent. It's a matron. Silver! You got silver.
Did I get silver?
Okay, now I'm freaking out. Okay.
It's a barber. Are you kidding me? You can see that edge.
So is that not one of the nicest straight busts you've ever seen? Okay guys, right on the lip, and another really amazing signal. 74, 75, solid and tight. I'm really hoping this will be another coin. That would be unreal. Got a rock in the hole. Sounds pretty small, could be. Let me try to clear this, some roots. Right down in there. Okay, I think I'm gonna have to get at it from the other end, so I'm gonna cut you guys out just so that I can do that carefully, and then I'll get back to you.
Looks like a big dandy button. Oof. Be a GW. Oh, if it is, I'm gonna lose it. It's the right size. Oh, please be a GW. There's been like 2 that have come out of my town, so you never know. There's definitely some kind of design on there. I can't tell. I don't think it is. I'm gonna rub it just gently. Yeah, I don't think so. There's something on there, but I don't think it's... I don't see an eagle. Okay. Still sweet find. Big dandy button. That's amazing. See you at the next. Okay, I'm literally in the rock pile here, and just got a 2-piece button. Looks like it may be military. I can't tell yet. Nope. Just really ornate. Look at that. I'm telling you, I've been getting gorgeous buttons recently. Used to have some gold gilting, some left on there. Maybe I can clean that up pretty nice in lemon juice. That is awesome. Okay, I'm doing one more hole, and then I'm getting my bucket and water. See you at the next. 2 signal right here. It's my last hole, right in between these 2 rocks on the foundation. I'm hoping this is gonna be something good. It's definitely small. Here, let me cut it open. I'll get right back. Hey guys, it just popped open, and it's a copper. It was sitting right there, right on the side of that rock. Oh my gosh, that is awesome. I don't know what this one is yet. I think it's another large scent. I can't really tell. It's a nice shape, whatever it is. Hold up, let me get to the light. Better lighting. See what this thing is. Is that a drape bust? Oh no, that's awesome. It's French unsu or whatever. I've seen these before. I have one in my collection. I've never dug one. That is awesome. Oh, that is so cool. I think it has a face on this side, if I can remember. Oh my gosh, I don't know the range on these, but that is awesome, and it is in gorgeous shape. Amazing, right in the rocks. I'm pumped. Okay, I'm getting my stuff, and I'll see you at the next. I've only been at this site for probably, no, well, I think it's a lot longer than I think, but yeah, I've been here for about 2.5 hours then. Yeah, because I got here about 12:30. It's about 3 now. Maybe 3 hours. And I haven't left the cellar hole, really. I just found that French copper, which is in immaculate shape. The soil is so kind. I'm going now. I have another like mile walk before I get back to where I left my bucket and stuff. And another cellar hole that I didn't even hit yet. So I have to go back towards my house to get that and come back here, and then when I'm done I have to walk back right past that, but I need the water, otherwise I wouldn't be going, because it's kind of a pain and a lot of walking. But there's just so much terrain here. This of course is not a good example, but in the woods it's pretty clear. I may take some time and just stack all the brush in the cellar or make a pile of it outside just to
just to clear up a little more space. But it's so great. I'm having a blast right now. So many amazing targets. I'll show you guys then once we're back. That Dandy, I'm pretty sure is not a GW. I'm trying to make it look like one in my head, but I don't see any design on it. But otherwise, I did get a ton of buttons. I'm at like 8 or 9 so far. This place was around, I would assume, based on my finds, 1790s, 1780s, up until 1860s, probably Civil War era. Based on my research, I know it was here. Well, it couldn't even be later. It could be around until 1870s because the map shows it from 1869. So I know that, but I couldn't find enough on the house to tell if it's older than that, how old it goes to, but the finds are speaking for themselves. So I got the Dandy button, 2 big tombacks, a few smaller buttons on the day, probably 7 or 8 altogether. And then I have the 2 coppers, the US large cent, the French coin, un sou, or however that is, I think it's like pretty much 1 penny, which is just amazing. That's so far my find of the day. And then I have my cut copper, which is thin and could be a Vermont. It's small, I don't know. It could be a farthing or something because it's way smaller than a large cent in diameter and circumference. I may be using the wrong terms, but no, yeah, it is. So I'm on my way back now, and I'll check back in once I'm at my bucket. My phone is dying, so I may have to stop taking video for today. I'm only going to be here a few more hours, but I'll try to get video on if I got any more coins or something really cool, shoe buckle, great find, but I'm not sure on the pretty great relics, stuff like spoons. I'm not sure I'll be able to film. Hey guys, so I wasn't going to take my camera out, but I got a few more buttons, a few neat things, and I just got what looks like a 69 caliber mini ball. Yeah, that is crazy. Oh my gosh, I haven't checked if this guy was in the Civil War, but that makes me think he probably was. Oh wow, I know a lot of his family was. That's amazing. Oh my gosh, that is so sick. Okay, I'll see you guys next. Okay guys, so ignore my bug net, but I had overall just a spectacular day, spectacular hunt. I did a lot of hiking today. I actually left my house pretty early and raced like a 3-mile hike along this old road straight over the mountain because there's no one at home and we have no cars around, or I would have driven. But because there were 2 guys detecting at a field that my parents were driving up to New York and they passed by and saw, and I know for certain that they were not allowed to detect there because I know the owner of that land and everything else, and there was a house there that I would love to metal detect personally, but I know that the guy who owns it does not allow anybody on his land and is completely against it. I personally haven't asked him, but I've been told that because he leases the land from another guy who I know. So I know they weren't allowed to be there. So I kind of I was a little annoyed by that they were intruding. But by the time I got there, I'm pretty sure they were kicked off the land. They were probably there for 2, maybe 3 hours. But I think they were kicked out because they were not there. So I raced all the way across, exhausting 3-mile hike. And I had to come back because I wanted to actually detect the cellar hole. So I ended up doing like 5 miles of walking and hiking before I actually started digging. But I'll show you guys what I got. My phone's down to like 3%, so it may die, but I'll show you what I got now, and then I'll do all the full wrap up once I'm home. I'm sitting down taking a break before I head back because I have like I was saying, everything's far. I have about 2 miles before I'm home, and that's a lot of it's uphill, really rough terrain, and sunny, because once I'm on the main road, it's just straight up and in the sun. But I had, like I said, an incredible hunt. I had 1, 2, 3, 4 pewter spoon bowls. These I think are the same kind, Just awesome pieces, potentially a piece of like a spoon stem or something. This weird piece of lead. I'm being eaten alive by mosquitoes. This piece of lead, which has 3 holes in it. I'm not sure if that's a heel plate or what that is, but it's pretty neat. Ring, exceptionally high. I thought that was going to be a copper or big silver. Got like 88, 90. I got what we started out with, this nice little horse rosette, that folding knife. Oh, sorry, mosquitoes are everywhere. Small little musket ball, which I didn't get on film, and then relic-wise, probably my favorite relic of the day, this gorgeous 69 caliber Civil War III ringer, which is just amazing. I've dug 2 Civil War III ringers before. I cannot speak, sorry. But that's my first 69 caliber, which is awesome. And then onto the buttons. I'm not going to show the coins because they're in some dirt right now to protect them until I get home so that they don't flake or dance around too much. But I got 13 buttons overall, a bunch from the mid 1800s like this with just these back marks, early 1800s, 1820s. 2 tombacks, the ones I showed and got on camera, this one and that one, which I have to clean up. A few other just nice little buttons. The cool thing, which I really like, I found that button and this button, which are an identical match, as you can see there. But that one I found at a cellar hole about a mile down the road, and this one I found here, so that was really sweet. So I was really happy to find that, the match. I got the 4 coppers, of course, which, I mean 3 coppers and overall 4 coins. I got the Indian head penny. I got the back of one button here. One of them is French, one of them is the beautiful 1845 Largie, and the other one is unidentifiable as of now, the cut one. Got a big dandy, which doesn't appear to have anything on it, but that's just a really neat dandy button. Don't find dandies too often. Love to just get a bunch of them. Got this gorgeous button, 2-piece that's covered in gold gilt. I think I'm gonna put that in lemon juice. It's just so beautiful and great shape. I love that thing. So yeah, that's overall what I got, and I'm gonna clean up those coins and I'll get back to you guys once I'm home. See you then. Okay guys, so this is the overall wrap up from today's hunt. I had, like I said, an incredible hunt, and this is everything cleaned up. So we ended the day with 13 buttons. I really like that 2-piece there with the gold gilt. 2 of these same buttons that I told you I got from the 2 different cellar holes. That nice 4-hole pewter one. Bunch of 1820 style, and then the 2 tombacks and the nice dandy. Dandy doesn't have anything on it. I thought that may have been a GW, but it's not. I got 4 pewter spoon bowls. These 2 are matching, and this is pretty neat. You can see where this one actually broke off there. It had a little pin that held it together. I'm not sure if that was done afterwards. It may have broken once, and then they put that in to try to keep it, but that happened. This ended up being a heel plate. It's made out of brass. I thought it was lead, but it's actually just brass. We got that colonial folding knife, our 3-ring mini ball, 69 caliber, brass brattle rosette, and then the coins. The Indian head penny is in 1903 or 1908, I think. The cut copper, which I can't get anything off of. Then I'll flip these back. And then the U.S. large cent, 1845 on the braided hair large cent, and this other coin's flaking. And then the unsu, or sao, which is an 1837 Canadian Montreal token. They were only minted in 1837. It doesn't actually have the year on it, but it's just a really neat token and piece of history, and I love that. That's probably the find of the day. So overall, I had a great hunt. I'm definitely going to be going back there. It's about 4 hours of digging, but it was well worth it. So I'm psyched with that. I'll also real quick show you guys what I got yesterday with Ray and Maya. Ended up with this beautiful star button. This button, which has a nice back mark, and 2 other buttons, a 4-hold and colonial. I also got, if I can find it, I got a complete lantern, and what were my other? I definitely had something else. I did get this, which I think is a toy, but a spur, or at least the back of one, a pewter spur. And then I got a complete Crota bell, which is sitting around somewhere. So that's pretty much it. Thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you at the next hunt.